Gotta stay fresh like a brand new whip. That new smell, switching it up, too stale. They try to text, leaving my red, switching the phone, new cell. Secrets I kept, do tell. We had a fight, tooth nail. This is a race, I know my place. Come up for first, blue shell. Just so you know, I'm the one that's disrupting the industry. Baby, just throw up the stats. I used to lack a direction, I find it cause nowadays I put the globe on the map. Don't need to publish this, I don't want none of this. I keep it simple, I show up and rap. Whoa, feeling like Cardi when she got the bag. You know I'm closing the gap. Auto tune off, but the tune's on auto. I set trends and then you all follow. See no stack like I do staccato. DIY, that's the crew whole motto. Float on the beat like it's easy mode. I'm on a whole different level, don't even know. I couldn't load the whole clip and don't need to reload it. I'm golden, I got it unlimited. Listen, they know what I'm about it. My penmanship different and missing. It's not in my diction.
Welcome to the State of Skol podcast, brought to you by 10,000 Takes. It's your boys Lou, AJ, aka Eli, and producer B-Raj. Welcome back after a couple weeks off.
Hi.
For those of you that aren't familiar with us, we're the Vikings side of 10,000 Takes here, getting together every week to go over the ups and downs of this team that's had plenty of them this season, and I'd say we're on a downside here, boys.
Not great, Bob.
Downside
Not great.
Downside's playing it off as a good, I guess. Not great, Bob.
Yeah,
AJ,
that was ugly.
AJ in 4K today, by the way. AJ in 4K today. You're looking clean over there.
You get a new camera and everyone freaks out. But yeah, that was
It
not.
Looks good.
It was not worth it. Nah, man. Oh my God, that was like every loss this year. It just starts out the same way, and
Yes, for those of you that might have tuned out when I did, the final ended up being 17-41 Green Bay. Pretty much every worst nightmare you had about this team came true in one game.
Yeah.
Right. I'll take us through the stats here. So
They're very fun. I'm excited.
Kirk Cousins, 18 of 31 for 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Our boy Nick Mullins saw the field, 4 out of 4, 57 yards and a touchdown. Rushing department, yes, Alexander Madison outrushed Dalvin Cook.
Did Kirk outrush Dalvin?
He did.
Oh, yes, I was looking at Kirk, and I read Kirk's number of 37 over Alex Madison's of 38, and I thought it was Dalvin. So, yeah, that's my mistake. Kirk outrushing Dalvin, and just not
Jalen Naylor, though.
Yeah, Jalen Naylor.
Well, let's talk about Jalen Naylor. You want to get into it? Or you continue the stats? Continue the stats. I'll get into it. Because I'm mad. I'm going to start yelling. So turn your headsets down.
Yeah, so Jalen Naylor, 3 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. Found the end zone late on some boo-boo stuff. So
bullshit.
That's what we're doing. KJ Osborne, 7 catches, 59 yards, also found the end zone at the end to make it 17-41 to soften the blow. TJ Hawkinson is the catch hauling dart, 7 catches, 59. Most importantly, Justin Jefferson, 1 catch, 15 yards.
Bro.
Round 2 goes to Jair.
So let's dive into that quick, because you want to talk about a mental warfare. Jair Alexander went Conor McGregor on the bit. He said he went Conor McGregor when Conor McGregor was in his prime on the mental. JJ was fucked.
Yeah, when he gets one breakup with questionable pass interference, but here nor there, and then he busts out the gritty in his face. I mean, I think me and every other Viking fan on earth just instantly thought we were about to see this absolute war go on, where he's going to get targeted everywhere. He's going to demand the throw-ups and just see something go on. Nah, he put him in an absolute locker. Just bullied him up and down the field.
I think another thing, too, I don't know how many people saw this, but before the game, Gabe Henderson from Vikings Entertainment Network, he was on the field getting video of players warming up and stuff, and he posted one on Twitter of Kirk making some warm-up throws, and he said something along the lines of, like, it's going to be a great game, the energy in here is unmatched, and then he quote tweeted himself and said, energy just got risen up because right after I took this video, Jair Alexander came over to Kirk Cousins and said, don't do it, don't throw it my way today, it's not going to be good. And it's unfortunate because Kirk, he listened. He actually listened to Jair Alexander. He's like, okay, I won't throw it your way at all. Targeting targeting Jefferson only 5 times. It's like,
and to be fair, he was getting plenty of safety help. It's not like Jair was actually just on an island out there, Rivas style.
Rodgers even said that in his post-game interview with Tracy Wolfson. He was like, "Yeah, 18's a stud. It was definitely not one-on-one the entire game. There was he said those exact words." So
but I think it speaks more to the fact that the Packers actually adjusted and schemed around the good player on the field. And when you start doing that and start not giving up those massive mistakes, this becomes a much pricklier team that I would not care to see in the playoff.
No, and so by the way, I was yelling for everyone who's listening. I yelled at these guys to make sure they're Raider fans. They weren't.
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ. Do you need me? I was the one who tweeted "Go Raiders" midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, Brian had you beat by about an hour on that one.
I was the one who told Josh McDaniels to bench Derek Carr. I'm literally the biggest Raiders fan on this show right now.
So
but they couldn't come through for us either.
No,
it's gonna be funny when that clip gets Brian fired at work for tampering.
Whatever went wrong.
I don't work for the Vikings anymore. Remember?
Yeah, that's true. He's a golfer. Well, so dive into the game quick. There's not much to talk about, but I think the two things that obviously ended the game: you block a punt, you're on the fucking 1 yard line, you get 3 points. I mean,
I was losing my mind at this play call here because that's the big thing that started the Vikings struggles today is our offensive line just exploded.
Yeah.
We were already down to our second string center, his leg snaps in half. Yep. So now we're on our third string, who doesn't even know the cadences apparently.
Yeah, Jesus, man. Holy shit.
And you know what? But what do we do when we get that block punt on the goal line? Go to our third string center, right up the middle. Hey, this guy that just came in for his first snap, the biggest glaring hole that was just created in front of them on our offense.
Not even a D1 college player. Dude went to Mankato.
What do you think
of been cooking for a minute?
Yeah.
He was due for one of those. I mean, you can't leave it wide open in the middle with Greg Joseph as your last leg. And that came up early, too. It was like at the 30-yard line. He was like, and got to make a choice. Yeah. Like, when it rains, it pours and it stinks and it showers.
It makes it look like that field at Lambeau today because the grass just looks slippery and gross. It
looked like the field in New York, Brian. Nick Schultz,
the field is so bad.
I mean, I'm not going to say we'd lost because of that because we got stomped.
Packers played on that field too.
But it looked gross and not fun to play on.
No, so Nick calls the injury, like you said. And Nick, I'm unfortunate you were right because then on the pick, was that O'Neal goes down?
Yeah, Brian O'Neal.
Interception. Bro, just go down. You don't need to try and make a fucking tackle.
Romo's comment on that was kind of funny.
Let's talk about Tony Romo.
He was like, these big offensive linemen, they're not used to running at full speed. And, something happens when you're running at full speed for 75 yards, and it's just unfortunate. I'm like, fuck you,
Does he
Tony.
not think O-linemen have ever sprinted before?
He's a dickhead. He's just a dickhead.
He is. But
he's king dickhead.
He's got a point. Like, O-linemen are not used to running that fast for that long.
I guess, but there's a picture of me and Eli next to Brian O'Neal.
Yeah,
he's not like some big fat dude that can't even carry the weight.
He's got jawline.
He looks like he has a 6-pack.
He's good looking. So
that is a good point on the goal line series. I would challenge it. Just I think I would put the spot actually the return touchdown that they got after that goal line series is where the wheels really started to fall off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like that for Marlo there. That O'Neal's done. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so
source. What's your source, Marlo?
What's your source? So it makes me want to break a table, David. And everyone could bitch at Donatel. Touche, David. He was terrible today, but
it's almost like you should break a table.
Neither offense nor defense here really got a chance to get its feet under it at any given point is the thing. And Donatel is I'm no fan of him. He did not do well today, and he has not done well most of the year. But this wasn't a game that we lost because of the scheme on defense, the scheme on offense. It was such a cluster of its parts. Like, we had 2 return touchdowns before Green Bay had 10 yards passing.
Yeah, like you said. So let's talk about. Let's see, David, break that table. Take us in and break it because that's what everybody wants to do right now.
Break it and tag us on Twitter.
let's single out Jalen Naylor for a second since we were talking about him. Stay in your lane, dumbass. It's a fucking kickoff. First of all, nobody was sprinting to the end zone. That's what pissed me off. Everyone acted like he was just going to knee it out. Oh, no, we're going. This isn't the family show anymore, so we're full vulgar today. Christmas is over, buddy. So,
I don't think that's how that works.
So nobody sprinted to the end zone, right? Everyone was everyone just half-assed it down there. Jalen Naylor.
When you kick it 5 yards deep.
Yeah, but Jalen Naylor ended up at the right pylon. What do you do? Who did you think who were you going to tackle? What was he doing? And then he was pulled after that. No more.
Hey, you know what though? He spotted you the touchdown back.
Yeah, sure. That was the dumbest touch I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I mean, he netted even on the day.
I guess.
Is KOC on the hot seat?
No,
Yeah.
KOC's.
I don't
He's
think
fine.
so.
Donatel's been on the hot seat for the last month and a half. KOC's fine.
Something you got to think about too. Like, this is KOC's first year. The offense is still learning. The defense is still learning. I think that at some point, Donatel needs to go. But to have it be in season was not a good idea, because then that goes against everything you've built up with this culture of, doing everything the right way and having everybody together in on this. Like, oh, defensive coordinator, you're out. Like, it doesn't.
So, how long after the season do you think Donatel gets fired? Does he wait until the next morning, or?
Yeah.
He won't make it to February.
I'm hoping we make it to February.
Vikings are fraudulent.
Before we hit on that one, I also, since we were talking about KOC being the first year head coach, his play calling gets a little first year head coachy sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, It does.
That goal line series highlighted it all.
Yeah,
you need to find something to get your playmakers going, and it hasn't just been this game where it's been like that. It's been like lulls. Going back to early in the season and all those games where he had to come back, and the Colts game,
I think it's points out though, because it really fits how we've gotten to where we are. He cooks under pressure, man. Like once he has to get away from being cute about it and trying to, get weird runs, reverses, flea flickers, all the crap that makes us go down by 33 to Indiana. Once he just has to go out there and huck the ball and score some points, the guy can draw plays.
Right. And we'll talk about the Vikings are fraudulent comment because
that transitions right into that one perfectly.
It's just because all of our losses are by what did we lose the Lions by officially? Was it 2 scores or 8 or 13 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
By comparison, that one wasn't so bad.
The Lions wasn't so bad, but it's just how about Tony Romo stops calling our games because every time he calls our game.
Is it fair to say at this point, every time we've lost, it's been a stomping, except for the Lions game, which was kind of close. But even then, it was like, and then every game we've won, it's been by 1 score. We're hanging around with all these mad teams. The Colts, who are supposedly terrible, were up by 33 on us, and we had to, this might just be like positive regression from last year when we lost all these games, at its very max.
I mean, but we've also gone on to win multiple games in a row.
Yeah.
After them, and you only got to win 3 games in a row in the playoffs, right?
I'm a firm believer of the old saying by Bill Parcells: "You are what your record says you are." So, I don't think it's tough for me to come out and just fold and be like, "Yeah, we're fraudulent. We actually suck." No, we have 12 wins in the NFL.
I am just so not ready for that Peter Analytics Packer dude this week, though.
Oh my gosh! So
I'm just not going to open Twitter until the Bears game.
Yeah, so I'm blocked by him on Twitter. I told you guys why. We'll just leave it at that. It's funny. He's soft, whatever. I had a nice tweet up for him too. Yeah, Matt is my girlfriend's cousin. Matt, you need to stop going to games because you're bad luck. Matt was at the Colts game. I'm gonna make this since we'll put you out. I'm gonna throw you out there, Matt. You were at the Colts game till halftime, and then you left, and then we came back and won. So stop going to games. So, yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
Where do you rank Cousins against all other leagues quarterbacks? Where he always is, right in the middle.
Yeah, he's the new Phillip Rivers line, baby.
Yeah,
it's just tough to get the bag on Kirk today, right? Because like our, I don't know. This game was.
I can bag on him because I could tell he was just scared to throw even remotely close to Jefferson.
He kind of just lost the beat at the end of it too.
I feel like he never even looked at Jefferson once. He just assumed he was going to be covered. He tried to force feed it to TJ all day. And
he kept
all right, whatever.
Like he had a pick that got tipped and wasn't really his fault. He had a couple actually, but then he had a strip that he's not going to be able to do much about. But then that last pick where it was just a blatant underthrow.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here, man?
So we'll take a break from we'll dive back into this because I added us a new segment. We're gonna have a certain Mr. Mo is going to call in here today. Mr. Mo is going to remain anonymous. He could be an inside source. He could be an elite fan. That's none of your damn business. So what do you know, Mr. Mo? You got us?
Hello?
We got him. Mr. Mo, what's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. You got us, Mr. Mo?
Yep. How we doing, fellas?
Good, Mr. Mo. How are you?
Doing great.
After that performance, I just don't know.
So Mr. Mo, they are. This is a new segment we're gonna add, and also these three are shell shocked. If you can't tell, they don't know what's going on. They don't know which way is up, kind of like JJ did today. So we're gonna just get Mr. Mo. Mr. Mo is an insider. Mr. Mo could be KOC for all anybody knows. It's not your damn business. So what do you know? Tell us where we're at. What are we thinking here?
First of all, boys, I want to thank you for having me on.
Oh well, thank you for joining us.
Sorry,
I'm still
no problem. Not like we had a choice. So welcome.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. Obviously, I got.
I mean, you're not a caller. You're clearly a part of the show right now.
He's a caller. No, it's
literally
a caller.
never had callers until
Be polite to our guest, B-Raj. I still don't know what Eli's planning.
I know one thing. It's not Mo Ibrahim.
Yeah. Well, okay. We're not gonna go first.
I got three things. All right, fellas.
Got you.
One thing, we need Nick Mullins to start in the playoffs.
Wrong. What's your next thing?
No, let's talk about this for a second. Hold on. He might be onto something, Mr. Bowl. You have a theory?
Tell me, how good did he look today?
On all 4 passes in garbage time against backup defenders, he had a perfect passer rating.
He did have a perfect passer rating, though.
Hey.
And a very nice touchdown pass.
KJ scores with him. I don't know, guys.
Kirk had a touchdown pass today, too.
You know what? This Bears game doesn't mean much to us anymore. Maybe we just send Mullins in the whole time and see how he looks.
I'm on board with that.
AJ, what do you think? AJ, what do you think? Well, why? Why?
Not a fan?
Why would we ever do that?
Just give us a reason, AJ. That's all I want.
Give us a reason. It's stupid. There's 35 million reasons why we shouldn't play Nick Mullins. He's a backup. We're playing the Giants defense. Did you see Kirk against the Giants defense on Christmas? That's 5. Do you want me to keep going?
No, that's fine. Okay.
I think that's okay.
What do we got for the second one, Mr. Bo? What do you know?
Okay. The second one, I don't think Donatello is as bad as you think he is.
And why is that?
He's very clutch late in games. I mean, you have a couple examples. You have the Bills game. You have
Jets I forgot game. He was the one who made the interceptions.
Hold on,
well, he put him there.
He's calling the plays.
He's calling the plays. Let Mr. Mo finish here. There's 2. That's good. And
then,
the Saints
11-0 in 1-score games. He has to be somewhat in there. Yeah. Yes, they do give up a lot of yards, but
that's why he's not good.
But it's winning games is the thing.
He does clutch up at the end.
Line, Marlo. Stats online.
It's almost like blitzing when you absolutely need it works. Wow.
See?
Yeah, but he does it when he absolutely needs it, right?
Yeah, that's the only time it happens.
You're defending Mr. Mo's take there, Brian.
I want to hear the man out. We invite him on this show to give some opinions. Let's hear what he has to say.
All right, Mo, what you got?
What else?
I know you got a third reason.
Donatello's trash. What else?
My third point, I think we need to bring Blair Walsh back.
Blair Walsh is officially retired from the NFL.
Well, yeah, he could be fresh.
I think we gotta make some calls and get him out. We gotta get him back here.
How much money would you pay him?
Well, We could get
all the money in my checking account.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think $50 is enough, dude.
$50. You're giving me credit.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm a nice guy.
Hey, maybe he's got something to consult on when you got to bounce back from real rough situations.
Hey,
could clear the head pretty well before the playoffs get started.
Did Greg not miss 2 kicks today, AJ? Did Greg not miss 2 kicks today? Did he or did he not miss 2 kicks?
Look,
that's all I want to
Blair
know.
Walsh has put me through more pain physically and mentally than I ever need to go through again. He couldn't make it with the Seahawks.
No,
and that was like 2 years ago.
I mean, if we're changing kickers, let's just draft Ohio State's kicker in the first round.
Well, we can't draft him before the playoffs.
I like your thinking.
I'm thinking immediate solutions here. Can we get this guy to backdoor some free agency or something?
You said we need to pay him money to get him out of a place. Do we need to pay you money to get you out of a place, Mr. Mo?
Hey,
some of these things.
Hey, take it easy, guy.
Yeah,
hey.
It's not like he's wrong. Mr. Mo could be this. Like I said, this could be my pet.
It's not like he's wrong. We need to bring back Blair Walsh, the most cursed kicker in Vikings history.
We don't.
Are
know
you even kidding me with that?
Hey, I wouldn't say most. Hey, I wouldn't say most.
No, you try. Let's bring back.
Gary Anderson was.
How old is Blair Walsh? Anybody know?
He's a good look. I follow him on Instagram. He's still
probably
in his 30s, right?
Yeah, Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, he's probably young.
So
32.
Blair Walsh is 32 years old.
Prime. That's prime.
When was the last time Blair Walsh played? Does anybody know?
It means he's got fresh legs.
Anybody know the last time that Blair Walsh cut? Anybody know?
And someone in the comments, if anyone knows. But hey, I don't see.
Someone in the comments? No?
I think Mr. Rowe just went 3 for 3 with a single double and a triple or a home run on the last one. To be honest, that's just me. So,
all right. Is this the end of the segment then, Eli?
Yeah, we'll cut you, Mr. Rowe. We'll cut you next week. We'll call you next week after we lose to the Bears.
What the fuck was that?
That's Mr. Mo. Hey, he was just stating his mind.
Okay.
Are we on Viking? Is this
0 for 3 in my book?
Why were you guys so mean to Mr. Mo?
Yeah, hold on. I'm on Adam's side here. Why were you guys?
Why were you guys being so mean? What did Mr. Mo do? He just had some thoughts.
He's had some thoughts. I don't know what.
Dumb thoughts.
Are you kidding me with that?
You can disagree with him and without being just a jerk about it,
Yeah,
just
you guys were pretty
bad takes. Good
No
riddance,
one was
like
a
what
jerk.
10,000 takes. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
head
if
of the
you say
company
stupid
said,
stuff,
good
you're going to
riddance.
play stupid games with super prizes.
Exactly.
I'm also
I don't know what to tell you,
of
man.
who Eli actually has on the other end of that. So,
I don't know. Like I said, that could have been Kirk for all we know on a voice
That could have been
Stop
Kirk Cousins. That could have been
Kirk
Blair Walsh
was
himself.
volunteering
Wow.
himself to not start the playoffs.
It was clearly one of Eli's high school buddies.
No. I will say you're wrong on that one. I will say that.
Did you pay somebody to do that?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's
We'll
Jim
talk to-
Carrey.
I don't
on the
know.
other end.
You know what? Get over Mr. Bo. He'll be back next week. I'm glad.
I'm looking forward to it. He was a nice guy.
Adam, I like Adam's take on this. AJ and Brian, you needed to relax. He wasn't wrong. I don't know. Our defense.
He's wrong on all of them.
Mr. Mo is spicy. I like that. He's on the spicy lettuce.
Spicy lettuce.
All right. So back to the football. What were we even talking about before Mr. Mo got here?
I love that, Mr.
Like I was just went on like a Family Guy.
Cousins
away
was
that
scared
went way
to throw
too
it
long.
today. He lost it.
The Mullins take. Hey, I don't know. I mean, he wasn't wrong about his stats today. So
hey, that's why we went and picked up a backup quarterback. Remember?
So okay. So what do we do moving forward here? I mean,
it's out of our hands now for Green Bay. We can just be.
I think it went fine. I don't know about me. I think me and Adam handled it.
I mean, if we had a serious caller who actually had actual takes, not one that was handpicked by our host.
This is a show for serious people. 10,000 takes.
Yeah.
For serious people.
For serious results. Yeah, let's have some doof call in. Call in.
Okay, it obviously worked, man. You guys are the ones yelling. He just asked simple questions.
No, because we just had to sit through a butt whooping, and then you want to try me with this?
Yeah.
Blair Walsh? Blair Walsh played in 2016, my guy.
Hey,
dude, I know the Raiders lost, but like we're gonna be okay.
We're gonna be okay.
I don't even care about the 2 seed. I don't care about the 1 seed. Take it.
Then what are you so fired up about right now?
Yeah, well, I don't know why you're yelling at me, Mr. Mo. I didn't say it. He said it.
Yeah, but you handpicked him to come on the show to say that.
I didn't.
Eli, don't act like you didn't have a hand.
Fire us up to get people riled.
It's get back on track.
I mean, I feel better, so that's good at least.
See, Adam liked it. So, okay, how about that? Okay, then let's hear your Baja Blast player of the game. If you guys thought we played so fucking good today, that
Jalen Naylor led the team in receiving yards, touchdown, tried to will us back to victory, did everything he could.
What about Mr. Reed for Mankato? Nobody wants to give him.
I'm gonna give mine to KJ.
Oh fuck.
KJ never gives up. That's a great pick, AJ.
Never gives up.
Adam.
You ask Eric Kendricks, it was KJ Osborne who willed them back against the Colts because he never gave up. He never stopped fighting.
I guess I'll give mine to Christian Darasaw.
Yeah, thank you, Adam, with a logical take.
That's a good comment, David. That's a good comment.
Can I give mine to David just for that one?
Yeah, David can have Baja Blast player of the game. I tell you what, Baja Blast player of the game. If we could, no,
he doesn't need Eddie.
AJ looked at me and said, no, I was about to give it to somebody else, but I'm going to give it to Mr. Reed from Mankato. You know, real world thinking or whatever, how their dumb school saying goes. Jordan is probably listening because he's an idiot. Richard totally misses lane. Oh, Dom's calling you out, Brian. Dominic Bacon's calling you out.
He was also the first one to score a touchdown on the field, you know, give and take.
he netted even on touchdowns.
Brian's getting called on. Brian, some would say Mr. Mo had better takes than you.
Did I watch that? I believe I sent in our group chat that there was terrible lane discipline. So I saw the kick return. You guys are not mentioning that he was the first one to score a touchdown in this game for the Vikings.
And a big one at that.
My Baja Blast player of the game, I'm just going to give it to Kirk because he's my buddy, and I think he played well today. He led the team in rushing.
No, he didn't.
From all positions besides running backs, I said.
Can I give out my Baja Blast? I feel like you need a friend to read.
Yeah,
that's a tough spot right there.
I like that Mr. Mo just derailed this show. This is what I was hoping for: destruction, a beautiful disaster. So, all right, fuck it. We'll scrap this game. Throw it out the window. Hey, at least we didn't lose 41-43, right? We had 17. So moving forward now, what's the plan? What's the plan next week?
Next time you see all the starters will be in the first round of playoffs.
Sit everyone. We got nothing to do with it.
John Lester watched the game. Congratulations. That is what I said. Garbage time tutty. They still count, buddy.
Man, live internet makes you guys get violent.
Yes, I like it. Adam,
violent?
I like it. This is great. So what?
Violent.
So let's well, fuck the Bears. What's the plan for playoffs? So no, AJ. This is explicit. We can let out a cuss word. Just a couple. Say a cuss word. What's your favorite cuss word? Go.
Golly.
Okay, Kirk.
I mean, our game plan going in is going to be the weird thing is we're probably going to see a team we've already played, and there's a good chance it's going to be the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty cool with the game plan. Maybe just blitz earlier, and we're on our way.
So who do we not want to deal with in the second round? Let's say let's say hypothetically.
I don't want to see San Fran.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I don't think we could see the Eagles.
Not in the second round.
Good. The Dallas could end up getting the 1 seed.
I feel like the Eagles are just gonna do what they have to do next week.
Jack, you're fine. You don't have any kids, so besides your dog. It's like. Oh, here's the thing. So
I really don't want Green Bay in the playoffs.
that's what I was gonna say. So it's gonna end up being we're gonna play Green Bay at home in the wild card round. You guys all understand that, right?
No, because they'll be playing the 2 seed.
They're going to be playing at San Francisco and probably lose.
Do we want them to beat San Francisco?
That is a good question.
I don't think they can.
Yes, but just give it the benefit of the doubt here.
Do we want them to?
Do we want them to?
Do we want?
Yeah.
Would you rather play a Packers team?
I'll play Green Bay at home again.
I mean,
a Packers team with momentum or a loaded 49ers team
on the road in San Fran too.
On their own San Fran.
I don't think. I mean, hell, the Lions might even beat them next week.
I don't think the Lions are going to. I think Green Bay wins by 2 points.
If we're the 3, we can't see Philly till the finals, right?
Championship game, yeah, which is on my birthday.
Sounds like a lose-lose. Marlo's right.
I feel like getting another crack at the Packers at home would be better than having to go to San Fran. I mean, I'll just take the home game if nothing else, right?
Yeah, I'll take the home game. Next weed.
Next weed. Shout out to David. David, I like what you're on because you mentioned the lettuce earlier. We're locked into 3. Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah, I've let the 2 go.
Yeah,
I'm
the 2's
over
go.
it.
David
We're
Blau.
3 seed right now, and we have 12 wins. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. 12 wins. Thanks, Philly. You annoying fucks. So I don't know. So what if Mullins, Brian? Let's go back to Mr. Mo for a second. What if Mullins plays the Bears and goes 22 for 33 for 3 touchdowns, 307 yards, and 1 pick next week?
I don't care.
Great, you beat
Nick
Chicago.
Mullins.
Yeah.
Like, good for you, man. I'm glad we went out and got you.
See,
Glad
the thing
we're
is,
all
like,
backed up.
Chicago might try to lose too to raise their draft stock.
Yeah, they tried to lose like hell today,
Agreed.
and it was the right decision.
Yeah.
The Bears could have set themselves back like 3+ years if they didn't lose today.
Justin Fields needs like 150 to break the single season QB rushing record. So
he'll just get that, and then they'll quit.
He's a quarterback?
He's a jackass. He literally took a halfback sweep where the tight end took the snap and he threw a pitch.
Wouldn't that be a quarterback sweep?
Tell me that wasn't smart, though.
That was smart, but it wasn't a quarterback sweep technically because Cole Kmet took the damn snap.
No, he didn't. They snapped it through. Oh, yeah, he did. Actually.
No, he did. Look at us talking about the Bears. Look at what Green Bay did to us. We're talking about the Bears right now.
Our game was boring. Nothing happened.
Yeah, bro, we got our ass. We got our ass.
What is there to talk about?
Christian Watson is stupid fast, eh?
Yeah. We knew that week 1.
Really fast.
And he was hurt in this game too.
So what's the
embrace debate?
What's
y'all Maury?
I honestly think it was I warmed up to this game like around halftime. Like the thing with the either be win or blowout is it's just like you gotta duck the extra points a little bit. Like you can't let that bother you. We still have only got 4 losses, so whatever. We've proven we can do it. Like,
hey Eli, can I tell you why Kirk Cousins will start even though if Nick Mullins has a good game?
Don't tell it to me. Don't tell it to me. Tell it to Mr. Mo.
Well, you have a direct line to Mr. Mo. $35 million. That's why.
Good for Kirkers. Look, man, I didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, but you brought it up a second time.
I was okay, that's fine.
All right, fellas, but what we might need to do here now then is look into the game.
How much Nick Mullins is getting paid?
Oh my God, will you get off our backup quarterback?
$1.25 million.
I like that. Good for him.
He has $500,000 guaranteed.
No,
the Twins are going to be so bad. We're not talking about the
Twins,
this year.
John.
Twins are going to be so bad.
Okay, we'll get.
So the game we're actually going to care about next week is Detroit Green Bay.
Correct.
Yeah, is that flex to Sunday night?
We're going to care about our Lions.
Goal Lions.
They might have it Saturday.
With our Lions. Eli, it comes full circle for you, man.
There's 2 games that are supposed to be Saturday, so it could be Saturday.
All the way from Hard Knocks to knocking Aaron Rodgers out of the playoffs, and
how
you guys
great
act
would that be?
We should be full. Everybody should be wearing Dan Campbell t-shirts next week. I want Dan Campbell signs. I want Dan Campbell's the man.
Yeah, get your Hawaii blue out.
Do it.
What's the weather? Anybody have any? Is it probably gonna be shitty cold?
Cold.
It's
gonna be cold.
Hold on. It wasn't cold today, fuckers. So.
Does that matter?
Today.
It'll either be cold or it'll be.
I mean,
wet.
Aaron Rodgers was wearing sleeves.
Kirkers.
The field might have held up better if it was cold.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Well, at any rate, do we think the Lions can do this thing?
Yes. No. I actually do.
I believe in them.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to.
They made it this far.
It feels like there's going to be a Lions in here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is just not their story based on the last 30 years.
I mean, shit, the Lions beat the Packers to start their hot streak.
They did. At home, right? Was that at home?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Aiden Hutchinson, pick.
Hutch had the pick. It hit, like, the D tackles.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the size of the moment here, just straight up winning, you're in. You're playing each other. You're basically on the super duper wild card weekend now.
Jared Goff played in a Super Bowl.
Gary Goff played a Super Bowl and he threw no touchdowns.
Yeah, and he scored 7 points.
Yeah, I don't think he scored 7.
They scored 3.
Oh yeah,
three.
3.
Yeah, that was the what, like 13-3 Super Bowl. The boringest
That
Super Bowl of all
was
time.
miserable.
It was so bad.
They traded him for. He's improved a lot since he got to Detroit, but they traded him for a reason.
So we're Go Lions though. Then.
Oh, all the way.
100%.
I'm being completely petty when I say it too, because I would be fine playing either of them at home, really. But nah, go away, Green Bay.
Yeah.
Because you know how fun it would be to troll Green Bay fans that they couldn't get into the playoffs because they couldn't beat Little Brother Lions.
Little Brother Lions at home.
At home.
Delicious.
Yeah, and
that'd be fun.
We try as you might, it is inevitable. The Vikes Bears week 18 doesn't matter for like the 12th year in a row.
No. So and fun, especially because JJ doesn't really have a. What does he need for the record?
Like 200 something. He's not getting it.
He had 15.
Well, they could just go in and just see if they can play around with it.
Yeah, I don't know. DeAndre Swifties, let's go, Marlo.
There we go.
Swifties, we're Swifties.
We are the Swifties.
Run it. So,
Williams might be the better running back there, but
yeah. Any other thoughts on today's game? Anybody?
No.
There's nothing else to talk about.
And we're on to the next one.
And we're on to the next one. Okay,
I'm going to be on Twitter less this week because it's Green Bay.
Peter Burakovsky's annoying, and
stop talking about him.
I saw one of the Vikings troll accounts that said that they're praying for his dog's asshole tonight.
They
for those.
I don't think it was Rasta Pasta, but it was. I think it might have been locked. It might have been locked to Mini.
First of all, so for anybody who doesn't know, there was a screenshot, an edited, photoshopped photo about Peter committing a certain type of crime. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna say it. It's pretty funny.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, on the we're gonna scrap this one. Peter, you suck. Wolf is right. Okay, so
take this down right now. You'll be hearing from my attorney.
He did threaten to bring the lawyers in.
Hold on, Dominic Bacon, Cousins and 2 firsts for Donovan Peoples-Jones and Watson. We don't,
have about 2 firsts.
We don't have the facilities for that.
DJ, today.
I mean, Watson would be fun, but like, nah.
It's even more money than Kirk is getting, and people are already mad about Kirk's contract.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
We're gonna be dealing with the rapist and more money.
Hey, don't allegedly. He's just horny.
Allegedly, like why did he serve a 12-game suspension?
Oh wait, I thought we were talking about Christian Watson when I said Watson would be fun.
No,
disavow the other one. Wow, live internet, I tell you.
Yeah, this show is. We have gone completely.
I was still on the Packer game that we are doing this episode on.
You want to go around the league quick, Brian? Then we'll go to Skol because we're fucked right now.
Around the league.
Yeah, what do you got? I don't know. Steelers up 3-0.
I think it was. Thanks for tuning into the last live show. We'll be right back next week. I think it was AJ who said that the games would be trash this week, and they were actually pretty decent for the most part. Falcons, Cardinals. Falcons pull off the dub 20-19.
I like
Who
David's
cares?
comment there, by the way. Thank God we don't need to listen to Tony Romo. Did we go into how annoying Tony Romo is before we go?
No, we didn't. Tony Romo's really annoying. Anyways.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Yeah, he sucks.
I mean it's just I don't really care about going around the league that much. I mean,
yeah, there's nothing. Saints beat the Eagles, but it doesn't matter.
The Saints beating the Eagles.
That was big. Cool. That was big for us. I mean,
like an hour.
For like an hour. Yeah.
Does that with the Eagles losing back-to-back games without Jalen Hurts? Does that amplify the Jalen Hurts MVP conversation?
I feel like durability kind of cancels that out.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Like you missed a couple games and Patrick Mahomes didn't.
Yeah.
I will say today kind of killed my Justin Jefferson MVP ticket, so that stinks.
Yeah,
it did.
I mean, he wasn't going to win it anyways. He's not a quarterback.
Pat was going to get it. MV Pat.
Do you think he still has Offensive Player of the Year, though?
I should, right?
Him or
Travis
Tyreek?
Kelce, maybe?
Travis Kelce would be good.
Reek ain't getting it anymore.
Yeah,
why not?
It's up
why not your boy
Reek?
Reek?
Because 2 is even triple. I don't know.
Why don't we just hit the ones that are actually relevant for around the week? So Lions pummel the Bears in a game they didn't want to win. No big surprise there. Bears are going to be poised to trade for a buttload of picks because of the quarterbacks.
Yep.
Thanks, college football. That'll be weird to go through. Pats beat our boy Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy looks
so whippy AFC. Saints beat the Eagles. That was cool for an hour. Buccaneers are officially in the playoffs. 500 Tommy touchdowns is coming.
Congrats. You're a loser.
Yeah, Mike Evans, 9th straight season of 1,000 receiving yards or more.
Bro, this
with quite a day to get there.
Yeah, AJ, tell him.
We didn't start him in fantasy. I would have, but I don't have access to the team.
And just the group message that was going on for 3 hours this morning about the lineup.
Tell him, AJ.
Tell him
AJ,
what?
tell him. You wouldn't have played Mike Evans. Stop it.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, he's a loser. Mike Evans is a
Wouldn't
loser.
and didn't.
He's a jackass.
He hasn't finished over like wide receiver 28
You have to run the gauntlet. Yeah.
in like the last 7 weeks. Why would I start him?
Wait, that's a fair question. 10,000 takes. Do I have to run the gauntlet since
Yes.
I didn't have any access to
Not
this team?
negotiable. Yes.
AJ's the only one that had the access to the team.
Yep.
That was
So,
agreed
we'll go to the
upon
next
at the beginning.
All
Can we
right.
talk about this one game though? Because I'm been freaking out about it the whole time. The Commanders lose to the Browns, going back to Carson Wentz.
He went
What
0 for
are
2 with
you
2 picks.
doing?
He was 0 for 2 with 1 pick, and then he went 2 for 6 with 2 picks.
Heineke
got you into the playoffs after what Wentz did.
Dude,
He played terrible against the best defense, and all of a sudden they freaked the hell out. Not a good move.
Yeah.
And everyone on your team clearly doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet during the game today that the Commanders are on pace to have their worst offensive game since week 6, which is when Carson Wentz last played.
and
The numbers don't support him being better even.
No. I remember I said this like when we played Washington, like Taylor Heineke's a baller. And then we saw that game against us, like dude can play. But what annoyed me is I don't know how many interceptions Carson Wentz had at this point, but he scored their one touchdown. He rushed it in. Then he did like the big spike into the end zone. I was like, dude, fuck you, Carson. Like, you're not good.
Yeah.
You're just not good.
Oh, good silly idea for Carson Wentz that would buy like 3 points. Imagine he gets in, he throws the ball up, and then he shoots it like he's hunting pheasants because he's a pheasant hunting guy.
Yeah. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Clever.
I don't know.
Going elsewhere, Niners, they
Cocked
crush
us.
our 2-seed dreams.
Of course, they have to go to overtime. Robbie Gold just make the first field goal, you prick.
Well,
Yeah.
we had our chance and we didn't get it. It is what it is. I don't want to play the 49ers.
The Giants looked really good today, putting up 38.
They sealed their playoffs, so good for them.
Scored
mind playing
24
that again.
points in the second quarter.
Yeah,
The Seahawks, eh?
Yeah.
They're right there in that conversation too, right?
Let them
Like-
cook.
Like they could still make the playoffs.
I think they might have like some weird way they have to go about it. I can't quite remember off the top of my head.
I think it has to do with if Detroit wins and Seattle wins, I think Seattle might be in still. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I think they beat them head to head.
Mm-hmm. And then the Chargers smoked the Rams. Did you see that the Chargers had to be the road team in their shared stadium?
Yeah.
So instead of they weren't allowed to park their cars at the stadium, and they weren't allowed to stay at their usual hotel before the game. They had to stay at one like 10 miles down the road.
That makes sense.
Don't they all just live in commutable distance to LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still, even for home games, the Vikings stay at a hotel the night before.
Yeah, I get it, but like, do we really have to do the whole busing thing for this just to be the road team?
If they can't park their cars there, yeah.
Yeah, so let them park their cars there.
It's probably the parking lot's probably not big enough for both teams' players. That was probably the issue.
That massive parking lot, but probably not.
There's a separate parking lot for players' cars.
Or they should just run the bus around to all the players' houses. Just run it like a school bus. LA traffic, how long can that take?
Police escort, though.
Police escorts at all 53 players' houses.
Oh,
All
speaking of the Chargers, though, AJ, are you back on your boy?
No, you're not back on Herbert.
How could I ever be off?
Whatever.
Ooh.
Tua just doesn't have a brain.
Tua has too many headaches.
To it, see,
All right. All right, let's run into Skol or Skunk. See, I can't even
nailed that. By the way, thank you for the lock at PS2 plus 2. I might jump on that.
All right, what do we got for Skol or Skunk? I'll rip us a couple because this game sucked and this week sucked and we're depressed. So New Year's Eve, what does everybody think? Skol or Skunk? New Year's Eve.
Skunk.
Yeah, thank you.
I
stayed if you do it
at
right.
home.
No, I skunk.
No, I'm skunking it.
No, but
Why?
staying at home can be a Skol, my brother.
What? Yeah, okay. Let's hear why.
Yeah, you just set your own activities, do some maps and stuff you wouldn't normally make. That you can just do your own thing, have a few cocktails.
What do you mean do some maps?
Some apps, like appetizers.
Apps. I thought you said maps.
Yeah, you do some wings and some little pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
And then you can, you get the idea. Have a few cocktails, tune in for the last 20 minutes before the ball drops, and then you're in bed by 10:30. That sounds like a pretty fun night, or 12:30, whatever.
My mom always made Smokies on New Year's Eve. I don't know why. It was only exclusively then. Love Smokies and Christmas.
I will say it's horrendously overrated, but it's not a bad time.
The best ones. So my family does. We call them pigs in a blanket, but Smokies works. We do those on Christmas Eve, and we make soup with it. But if you get the cheese-filled Smokies, those are the best.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think they might even have a cheddar jalapeno one too, which I haven't tried, but I'm intrigued.
Did you guys make it to the ball drop?
Yeah. I was
easy.
I did not.
Did it?
I fell asleep after that Ohio State game. I was just so tired.
The videos out of Columbus from that too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, AJ.
No, I woke up at 1:30 and I was like, oh, dang it. But yeah, it was funny. That kick was lining up at the time that midnight hit Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Because people were like, will this game go into midnight? And I'm like, no, why would it? And then I was like,
midnight.
oh, it's Central Time, duh.
That was the videos of people in Columbus in bars, and they just do the balloon drop right at midnight as it went 20 feet left.
That wasn't even close.
I didn't see any of those. I need to see those.
Well, hey, Michigan still sucks. I just want to put that on the record. Michigan still sucks.
Yeah, TCU.
Yeah, go TCU.
Yeah.
What's their hand thing for the? Is it this? Okay.
Right.
Because I was trying to figure it out, and I thought it was this, but you just bend it.
Yeah, it's like.
But this is Texas.
You're the horn frogs, All hail the Hypnotoad.
Hypnotoad.
All glory to it.
Classic. Okay, Skol or Skunk. So since the holidays just passed, we'll just go clothes shopping since shopping in general suck. So clothes shopping for yourself. Just shopping.
Oh, 100% Skol.
Gold, but when you're balling out on it.
No, Skunk. I hate shopping. I hate buying shoes. It's terrible.
You got yelled at in the store by your mom when you were a kid, didn't you?
Why do you hate buying new shoes?
You strike me as a kid that was pulling shit off hangers and hiding in the.
I want to hear
rack.
AJ's thoughts. Hold on, I want to hear AJ's thoughts.
I feel like you just go into a store and you're like, fuck, I don't know what thing I want. I don't know what I'm here for. So that's why you hate it and you skunk it. If you go to Marshall's and you're like, I need boxers. I need pajama pants. Let's find a shirt. Or I need a sweater.
AJ's right.
I love your priority of clothing there, AJ. I assume it was in that order.
Hold on.
I went to Burlington Coat Factory every single Sunday with my mom, and it was the most boring thing ever. Have a plan. Find some good stuff. Burlington Coat Factory is so big and it's so boring. And when you spend 2 hours in there, it's going to be boring. Don't give me that look. I love it. How many
coats does your mom need?
They have the plug on clothes. You can find pretty much anything there for the low.
Burlington's a good store.
What I want
to know though is Eli brought up shoes. Why do you specifically hate shoe shopping?
I just bought my first 2 new pairs of shoes in the last 3 years. I fucking hate it. It's so stupid.
Why?
Famous Footwear is a joke. Because, dude, Famous Footwear.
That's your problem.
Yeah, why are you shopping at Famous?
Famous Footwear?
Famous Footwear doesn't have a section. It's just a zoo where it basically says the brand.
I thought they went out of business.
Yeah, did you go on a Saturday?
No, dude, I went on a Wednesday afternoon this week. It was terrible.
I didn't know Famous was still in business.
Go to the Nike outlet store.
Eli keeps them in business.
And you'll find some cool shoes. They're not that expensive either.
So we're overall scoring it, I guess. 3-1.
Also, why do you go shoe shopping every 3 years? Like I do that every year. Even if I don't need them, just buy one pair. One pair.
I just went online. I went online, so
okay, fair.
Fuck it. I think this last one's gonna be easy. I think this last one's gonna be easy, Skunk. Getting the mail, because the only thing you get in the mail is bills.
Yeah, I guess mail. Does like Amazon count? I guess is my one note.
No.
Or anything like you order.
Your standard USPS bullshit.
Do you get junk mail?
Hey, real quick, Julian. We all watched it on TV. It wasn't any better. Anyways.
You know what, Julian? Good for you for going there.
Props for going.
I hope you had a fun New Year's Eve in Green Bay.
Mr. Marker, I'm so sorry.
Going to Lambeau in the winter is an experience worth doing.
Honestly, dude, it was like this has got to be one of the warmest games in January at Lambeau like ever.
Yeah,
right?
It was the coldest one last year. So
yeah, I mean, yeah. So all right.
Just getting the mail, but none of the fun mail was your question.
Yeah, all your bills.
I mean,
you get junk mail.
Well, yeah, I get junk mail.
Yeah,
I would random credit card.
Junk mail.
I think I'm with Eli on this. I'm gonna skunk getting the mail, especially when you.
I love that, Julian. Glorified high school stadium.
It really is.
You put some buttons with that one.
Oh, you're in my bleacher. Could you slide over? Ooh,
yeah,
dumbasses.
Getting the mail when you live in an apartment building is not
terrible,
fun.
Dude.
It sucks because they put all the mail at the front of the building. Because like my building, there's like 3 different ways to get in, and like I go in the middle door, but like all the mailboxes are at like the front door, and that's so far from where I normally walk in. So, and I never get anything other, like I don't even get bills, because I get all my bills electronically, which you should invest in.
Yeah,
Eli.
You get a couple.
Always
off.
go the paperless route, and then just rely on the.
Off.
Yeah.
Sean Mannion better last year. I don't know about that.
Just zip it.
Wasn't better than Nick Mullins, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Hey, you come around to Mr. Mo. Let's go.
We went and got him for a reason.
What all right. Do we even want to do predictions next week, or does it not matter?
Hold on, I have one more Skol or skunk.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Mr. Mo.
Skol.
Skunk.
Yeah.
Give me that Skol.
AJ, give him the Skol.
Skunk.
Well,
all right, he's 500. He might call in next week. I don't know, dude.
We
skunk by 10,000 takes.
We got to just keep having Mr. Mo until he turns one of us.
He'll get us, just like the filet.
The tie will break eventually, one way or the other.
Just like the filet fish. If anyone's listening, y'all
think
like
wins?
We
talked about this a little earlier.
Julian must have
Lions.
I think the Packers win. I think it's not even close.
All I'm saying is I'm rooting for the Lions. Like I'm gonna find my Hawaiian blue this week, and I got a couple buddies that are Lions fans. It's time for a little unity in the North.
Everyone laughed at me.
We had to expel the bad guy.
During Hard Knocks. So I'm a Lions fan, but I think the Packers win. I'm sorry. I just think that's what happens.
We now have it on record. Eli's a Lion.
You know, I want the Lions to win, but I think tie. How great would that be?
Oh my!
I don't even know what happens there.
What even happens then?
I don't think the Packers make it.
I think the Lions have the tiebreaker.
Maybe that's how the Seahawks get in.
The
Lions would have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, because the Packers have to win out. So
yeah, because the Lions have their other head-to-head, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll end it on this. Jair Alexander, you're a prick. You didn't get gritty on JJ like that.
Sounds like his voice hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah.
Anybody else pick up on that? It sounds like he's 15.
He's beautiful eyes, though.
I saw the Skol Purple podcast made a hilarious TikTok of it was the halftime speech from Waterboy, and it was the dude who no one knows what he's saying. He's like, and then he clipped the Jair, and it sounded identical. So you do have good eyes, though, Jair, but you're a prick.
He has pretty eyes. You know, give a guy's due.
How about did anybody see, by the way, when Justin almost killed the ref?
That was because Jair pushed him.
Jair pushed him, but then JJ almost
committed manslaughter.
Yeah, he missed the back.
That could have been dangerous.
Well,
imagine if JJ would have gotten kicked out.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of, well, it wouldn't have made a difference in that.
Yeah.
Right, but still, like, we're looking at suspensions, maybe. I don't know.
Goose egg.
That was, yeah.
But, I mean, that's a little perspective for you. It definitely could have been worse because a referee could have been killed.
Dude,
thank God we avoided that.
He hit him on the shoulder.
Would have been an awkward TV broadcast.
Well, speaking of refs, that was kind of where I was going with my point of the Packers-Lions game next week. I feel like it's going to be the Lions are going to outplay the hell out of the Packers.
Oh,
but the refs are going to keep Green Bay in it, and the NFL's rigged, so the Green Bay is going to win because then they're going to. They want Green Bay in the playoffs.
Yep.
I don't know what a story it would be for Campbell, though. I could see that selling.
Yeah, that would be great
and
too.
You're if you're thinking about it, your two options are a Green Bay fan base that's like, well, maybe, yeah, I guess we've been here before, or a fan base that hasn't won a playoff game in over 30 years in a year where the NFC is kind of all up in jumbles.
I'll leave.
I would argue maybe the Lions would be a better sell than Green Bay.
Yeah, well, so I could just see the promo for the wild card playoff. It was the last clip of Hard Knocks, and it was, what do you think your team will be this year? The lady asked Dan Campbell at the HBO lady, and Dan Campbell, he awkwardly stared this way.
For like a minute and a half.
And then, they let it roll. Like, it was just silence. And then he's like, well, then, so fast forward through the silence, and he just goes, I think we'll be the team that can and the team that will. So be the team that can and will knock out fucking Aaron Rodgers.
There
Fuck
we go.
that boy. Fuck Jair Alexander. You don't gritty on my friend Justin. It was really rude. Took his lunch money today.
Let it go. They killed us.
Getting us demonetized on YouTube by the sentence.
So Skol Lions. And congrats, I guess, to your Super Bowl for your Minnesota Gophers that won a bowl game. But we'll leave it at that.
Another nine-win season.
Hell yeah. Third year in a row. Consistency.
Yeah. Whatever.
That's why that's why PJ got a contract extension.
Keep winning your bowl games. Roll the boat.
4-0 in bowl.
Sure beat losing bowl games.
Trophy case is getting full.
Yeah.
You do get trophies for bowl games.
Big trophy too.
Big
fact or fiction?
Big one. Fact. Just like Nick Mullins threw for perfect pass rating today. So
fact.
Can't argue facts.
This show got derailed with Mr. Mullo. Good job, Mr. Mullo. And we'll see you next week for the playoff preview, I guess.
Row the boat, Sky Yuma.
Row the boat, Sky Yuma.